Livingston last recorded a win against Hearts in January 2002, and the home side with 3 changes to their starting lineup. The first SPL start of the season for Scott Boyd and debuts for Neil and Graham Barrett. McAllister for Michaelunas, the only change for the league leaders, undefeated in their last 4 trips to Arminvale. Referee Dougie MacDonald, commentary Jock Brown with Mark Haitley.
Barrett and Dalglish again is on the way for the start of the match. And for both sides, a match of immense importance. Livingston determined to get back into business here after such a slow start to the season, and Hearts want to maintain the momentum. Just holding it up there for Scatchell. Goes wide here for Bednar. It's a good ball in, that's Hartley. Must be a goal! And there's Rudy Scatchell again!
Excellent play there from Hearts. Excellent build-up. Didn't rush it. Nice and patient, and picked out 2 or 3 little chip balls back.
Presley well forward. Jankowskis, saved by Mackenzie.
Super save.
Finding Jankowskis at the far post, beyond the far post, he almost squeezed it home. And Wilson once again. Bellier. That's a very good pass for Bednar. Well, he's late there, I know, as simple as that. He's going to be yellow carded, which I suppose is somewhat inevitable these days, although he would, I thought, genuinely tried to win the ball. McAllister could deliver the in-swinger, Hartley the out-swinger. A very good ball, and simply not at home by Andy Webster. Dreadful defending.
As simple as it comes, that for Andy Webster. You see when it comes into the replay, he just gets himself on his marker. Super delivery, and there you go, look, just peels off to the far post, as simple as you like. Bread and butter stuff that for the centre half.
It's the break of the ball, that's Barrett, the long, half-long cross. Dare did well. That's Mackay. Very good save by Gordon. Had to be unsighted there, that was brilliant. Now the counter-attack is on. Jankowskis. Very well-timed run by Bednar. Hartley waits in the centre. This must be the third. Devastating play from Hearts on the counter-attack.
Absolutely super play there. Rewarded. Non-stop, perpetual motion, that man. In defence, up front. Fantastic goal.
To a couple of players there inside the box, Presley and Barrett from the referee. Oh, it's a terrific effort by Barrett. Gordon was struggling, he didn't get a touch, that was straight on the top of the bar.
Super technique there from Barrett. He got fingertips to that.
No dear. Barrett wants it back, that's nimble play, very nimble play indeed. Brought down by Bellier. Yellow card for the Hearts man.
Similar situation.
I suspect.
Similar situation. Great play from Barrett again.
Barrett checks his angles. Oh, that's terrific goalkeeping too. But it's turned in. It broke off Gordon. Livingston has scored. Paul Dalglish has knocked in the rebound.
Another super free kick there from Barrett.
Response from Livingston.
A better play from Livingston, being more direct.
Oh, it's a great header by Barrett. Found space in the box. Webster got to him late. Well, John's probably prowling around that technical area in a second. I don't think he's entirely happy with this performance after such an impressive start. And it's a penalty kick to Hearts. Neil Barrett, shirt pulling on Jamie McAllister. 3 out of 3, 4-1 to Hearts, and surely now they've really overcome any resistance from Livingston. Careless one by McAllister. There's Britton again. And another wonderful save by Craig Gordon. Careless one. But it's the last pass of the match, which Hearts won comprehensively.
Scored 3 goals and could have been 6 or 7. But then, you know, give Livingston credit. They come back into it and maybe took a foot off the pedal. And in the second half, we had a number of tired legs out there with 11 players away international duty, and I thought it showed. But, you know, you can't ask any more of the players. You know, 6 out of 6, scoring 4 goals away from home today. Tremendous.
I'm here with Hearts fan Rosemary. Rosemary, a brace for Hartley there, but he has said the expectation levels might be a bit high, and he heard the crowd getting a bit disgruntled at 3-1. You were there. How did you feel as a Hearts supporter?
I don't think it was disgruntled. I just think it was a bit quieter than it had been the rest of the game. But the point is that expectation is much greater now because the 100% record is there to get broken. So the longer we go, the more nervous I think the fans are getting.
And do you feel that it's a bubble that is going to burst? I mean,
No.
Hopefully not from Hearts' point of view.
No, I don't think so. There's nothing to show that it's going to burst, so keep going. That's all we can do.
And you're confident it will keep going even
Yes.
through the dark winter months?
Yes, definitely.
Rosemary's confident, as are the rest of the Hearts squad in here tonight.
Indeed, and Jerry, according to Mr. Romanov, I buy the players, George Burley trains them, and it seems to work.
It's certainly working so far, and by God, he can spot players like Sketchel, etc., etc. But Berlusconi did that. He brought in Arthur's countryman, Hulit van Basten Rijkaard, and Fabio Capello didn't complain. He got on with it and won some big trophies. It's the story of the season. It's been absolutely remarkable, and long may it last.
Andy, one guy he didn't have to bring in was Craig Gordon. Again, some magnificent saves from him yesterday.
Yeah, well, I think he's a huge part of the team. I think when you have to be in contention for the league title, you need a goalkeeper who can win you points. I'm thinking more, this save was excellent. But the save he had from Clarkson last week at Tynecastle against Motherwell was exceptional. They've got a strong partnership just in front of him with Presley and Webster. Hartley and Scatchels can score goals from midfield. And they've got a couple of strikers who are chipping in with goals as well. So that spine right through the team is very strong.
Arthur, they've brought in some magnificent players, and Rudy Scatchell is the darling of the crowds at Tynecastle. He's been great so far. 6 goals, 6 games.
Yeah, you can see that as well. He's full of confidence, great player together with Hartley. I think 2 players that form the engine on midfield. And what you can see as well, they can defend. They're very strong once when they have the ball. And what I like as well from Hartley and Scatchell, they support as well the strikers. When the ball comes in the box, they are there. They try to be there in the box to score a goal. But Hearts are the team to beat, and I think it's refreshing for the league because normally it's Rangers and Celtic. But Hearts at the moment, they're doing a very good job, and it will be very difficult to beat them.
Andy, I keep hearing people saying, oh, once the dark winter nights come in, they're going to struggle. Surely they have dark winter days in Czechoslovakia and Lithuania as well.
Yeah, I think it's a valid point. I think when they start to change the team around, for whatever reason, whether it's injury or suspension or players out of form, if they lose 1 or 2 of their bigger players, it will be interesting to see how they adapt. And of course, they've got Rangers in a couple of weeks. I mean, I would imagine they would go into that as they are now, 8 points in front of Rangers with a chance to go 11 in front. Quite astonishing.
Did you hear that Twimendus at the end of Burley? Very Fergie-like, very Fergie.